Oh no. Oh, we're doing it. Yeah, you guys do you want to do a show? Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll do a show.
I'll do
You
a
Yeah.
want to
show
do a
too.
show? Do you want to do a show? Nels, do you want to
I'll
do
do
a
a show.
show?
Into
We're
it.
here. We should
Yeah, I
do
want
a
to do a show.
show.
Do it.
Yeah, thanks for asking.
What else have we got
Hi,
going
Eric.
on?
Hi, James.
Hi.
Hi, Nels.
Hi, everybody.
I wanted to tell you that I made some cookie pie.
So
That
Okay, so when I was little, um, when my mom would make a pie and there was crust left over, like the raw crust,
sure.
she would make a cookie pie, which is just pie crust with butter and sugar and cinnamon, and that's it. And I've never been able to, yeah, right? I've never been able to have it as an adult because I don't make a pie. And if
Sure.
I do make a pie, I use a store-bought crust, so it's like there's no excess.
There's no extra.
So
Okay. So where'd you get it?
Yeah, in a burst of nostalgia, I went and got pre-made pie crust with no intention of making pie, and I just made
Just cookie pie?
Yeah.
That
I didn't
seems like
check your ID to make sure you were going to make pie.
Ball it all up and do whatever you want with it. You can make lots of little mini cookie pies. I'd buy that.
Yeah, why not?
Please do.
so how did it turn out the way you wanted it to?
Well, it was a 2-pack crust. So I
Oh,
made one yesterday, and it came out, yeah, a little. It came out perfectly. But you all know my husband Eric. He can't just let anything lie. So he's like, "What this needs is cayenne pepper," which wouldn't have happened in suburban Illinois.
Mm.
So now it's even better. Like he enhanced. So the cookie pie 2.0 is even better. I hope my mom's not watching because it's even better than my childhood cookie pie.
are the pies smaller?
Tex-Mex cookie pie.
Are they shaped like a crust? Is it?
Well, now
Is
they
it in
are.
a pie pan?
Yeah, I'm just buying a pie crust that's already in a pan.
Okay.
In my youth, it was just kind of rolled into whatever because it was just a leftover.
Sure. So you're eating a larger size adult cookie pie.
Yeah,
A
an
cookie
adult
pie for adults. I want to see the adult cookie pie shop.
Sure, that's a good. Hey, you want some pie? Can I interest you in a cookie pie?
I was actually just on my way to a job interview, but I don't want that job. Yes.
Can I see some ID? Young person, can I?
For the cookie pie?
Yeah, it's an adult cookie pie.
Oh, sure. What makes it an adult cookie pie?
Oh, okay, so this is your first adult cookie pie. Sorry, yeah. You had such a glow in your eye. I guess you were excited about the job interview, and I thought you were excited about the cookie pie.
I think I'm actually more excited about not going to the job interview.
Let me ask you something personal. Are you in a relationship?
Well, I mean, on again, off again. Yeah.
Because you're going to eat this pie and kind of lose interest in all else. You're just going to float on a pie high.
Oh,
You want me to try just a little bit? Try just a little sample.
well, hey, no. If I have a little sample, then is it going to have the full effect? I mean, I don't want to lose interest in everything else in my life. I don't want the job I was going to interview for, but I don't know about losing interest in everything else.
Are you serious? You don't want to throw all your cares away?
Well, I mean, now that you mention it, I am 2 months behind on rent.
Yeah. If you're on a pie high, it's okay. It's not that you don't care. It's just that it doesn't bother you. You're at peace with it.
Hey, are you in line?
I guess I
Hey,
am.
Tony, I got yours ready.
All right.
Ready. I'm just going to reach around. Hey, Tony.
Cookie pie man. Keep it easy.
Keep it easy.
So he's a regular customer.
Yeah, and you know what? He's the CEO of Boston Scientific. And he still is. He just likes it more.
He was in a banana suit.
Yeah, he loves it. He's his full self.
Okay, yeah, I'll have some. I guess I should. How much?
$13.50. But that's for 2 pies.
I'll take it. I'll take them. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try some here. If I go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I got a pie pickup.
And the name?
Ellefson.
I know you're a Fed, Ellefson. I know what a Fed smells like. Coming in here trying to do an adult pie bust, an adult cookie pie bust.
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about, ma'am.
You can't cookie pie bust
Just,
me. I'm a decent.
I'd love for you to serve me a pie.
All right, Ellefson, we're washing the dog. We're washing the dog here. This is a scrub.
All right. Okay. You know what? I'll come back later for a pie, and I'll be somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah, you know that that store felt like a little store, right? Like just a storefront, maybe.
I felt more like it was just a person on the street.
Oh, street vendor.
A street vendor.
We want to dive into Officer Ellison there for a moment. Want to know what you were up to.
Yeah.
Shit was
Send
going
it down.
down.
I
I
miss
just actually had a conversation with a friend of mine who did that in high school. Their job was a narc to go. They would go and like try to buy cigarettes, and literally the person behind them in line was the undercover cop.
Oh,
So
shit.
he would
Yeah.
get the cigarettes and then walk away, and then the next person would be like, busted.
Did it pay well
Insane.
to squeal?
We
I don't
heard-
know. I'll have to ask Mike.
No, we were
Not
told
Mike
that-
Fotis. Different Mike.
My imagination went wild.
We were told at the theater that if someone came to sting the bar, they had to show their actual ID. It wasn't a fake ID. They would show their actual ID in the hopes that the bartender just wouldn't pay attention to their age,
Right.
or in the thought that the bartender wouldn't pay attention to their age and serve
So-
them anyway. But it never happened, so we never found out what happens.
But it's fine to serve anyone with a fake ID then, because they're not a Fed.
Like,
they're safe.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're not
This
going to
is
be
a
a problem.
clear Xerox.
Yeah.
That would be the CIA. That's
This-
the next level up.
Such a
was,
weird way to spend resources. Like, who cares if some? I don't know. It just seems like such a weird thing to do. Like, if an improv theater happens to be, but I mean, I guess I could see it. Like, it does seem like the kind of place. I mean, I'm thinking about Improv a Go-Go back in the day when there were tons of high school kids there. I could see a thing like that happening.
They never came though. They never came to do it because I think because you have to buy a ticket.
Yeah.
We used improv to keep the fun going.
Those ticket buyers, they know what they're doing.
I would have loved if there was a thing like Improv a Go-Go when I was in high school. I would have loved it. I think I would have gone every single week. I would have been one of those kids for sure.
What did you
The
do
audience was
in
mostly high school kids.
Yeah. No, in high school, we spent tons of time downtown Springfield, Missouri. So there was this, like many
Oh,
mid-sized.
downtown Springfield, Missouri.
What?
Woo!
I hope you're not starting that scene because I don't want to do it. No, it was like a lot of like mid-sized, because Missouri's still the Midwest, Midwestern cities. Springfield's downtown was dead as a doornail in the 90s because of malls. And so the only thing really that got any attention at all was the community theater. And none of our high schools really had theater programs to speak of. And so if you had a show-off bone in your body, then you got yourself downtown and you hung out at the community theater. And so it was just me kids from high schools from all over Springfield, just sort of traipsing through, dead Dairy Queens. Like that was what I did.
Multiple.
Yeah, Dairy Queens.
It was great. I really miss it. I felt like I really belonged.
Alexis, will you give the eulogy at a funeral for a dead Dairy Queen, please?
Wow. I was really hoping we wouldn't have to experience this. I know how near and dear our little queen was to us. Small town. I know most of you, this is where you got your start. It was the first big business in our little town. And they were hiring, and Jenny, you were there. You were there the first hire. And and you remember the training day, orientation, and they taught everyone how to pile that ice cream on the scoop, and you just do the little twist at the top, and that was really important to me. And a lot of people wouldn't think that, but it was something. It was about the art, and that's really when I found my love for creativity. Was working at a Dairy Queen, and today I just can't, Jenny or Scott or Dale, you guys all started working there when I did. It's hard to say goodbye, but it's really kind of a sweet treat, I kind of feel like it's like a bittersweet, bags of malt powder, I'm gluten intolerant now, but I remember those days. But if either of you guys really want to come up here and say anything about the great queen now in the sky,
I got something to say.
You all here. It's a lot for me.
You did a great job. I just wanted to
Thank you.
say one thing about. We would stay after hours.
Oh yeah.
And we would get the twist cones. Just the cones. They didn't serve twist cones after a while, but we made them. We made the twist cones after hours. There were no rules at Dairy Queen.
All on the wrist.
That's how you roll Dairy Queen after hours. And I will never forget, A, the taste, but B, mostly the lifelong friends that I'll never ever lose. These are the things that the Queen provided to me.
Yeah.
And these people are here tonight, and I don't know if I can say anything else about it.
No, you dug deep. We really appreciate that, Dale. I remember Kevin James when you were working back as a fry cook, and I was a naive kid. I didn't know what was going on. You were the authority. Somebody's a jerk in a drive-thru, that bacon would fall right on the floor, and you knew what to do. Just pile it right back on, because that was the Queen way. If we were treated like kings and queens, nor were the customers. And Kevin James, could you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to be so thoughtful and and committed to the role, preserving the integrity of being a Dairy Queen employee? Don't look away. I know it hurts to bring it back up. It's a deep.
I feel like a real jerk. I thought this was a groundbreaking. I am part of the property management team that has purchased this land. It will be condos soon, and I didn't at all realize that this was the old Dairy Queen, and I'm so sorry.
Where you went and got a job at a property management firm? That's where you went?
It kind of fell in my lap. I'm just good at managing properties, and I guess they could smell it on me.
You told me, Kevin, He took me up back one time. He said, see these scars? See these scars we get from frying stuff? These scars are locked in time to a time and a place.
Yeah, I moved
And you
on.
forgot that place? You've got this. We've all got the scars, Kevin, and you forgot?
Haven't forgotten. Obviously, it was an important part of my youth, as it was for all of you. But is it wrong to move on? I mean, is it really, when you think about it, so wrong that this abandoned Dairy Queen should have new
It's
life?
only abandoned because you left. It's only abandoned.
I think you're saying
because
moved
you left.
on, but you mean abandoned yourself.
You abandoned
There's
yourself.
going to be a cereal bar in the lobby, and there are going to be craft beers on tap. It's going to be a really nice condo. You guys check it out. It might be in your price range.
How is that possible? How is that possible? For
I mean,
people
I
who've
don't-
not moved on, for people who've bounced from one fast food place to another, looking for that same high, that same connectivity that we got at the Dairy Queen.
I
I
tell
got
you what,
tendonitis from that. You know, I got tendonitis. And I feel like I earned it. That is a part of who I am. That is like
I
my-
took her to the hospital when she had too much
You were there.
tendonitis to serve ice cream. We were a family.
Oh! God.
what if we were to install a soft surge machine in the lobby by the craft beer tap?
Why don't we put a Band-Aid over our feelings, huh?
I don't know what to say. The deal is more or less done.
So there's a chance to stop it. Guys, I got an idea. We
What?
gotta buy the old Dairy Queen.
Oh, it's on. It's another adventure. We're going to do this, guys.
All right. Kevin, you
see.
in?
You in court, Kevin James. We will see you.
Hold
in
on,
court.
hold on. We can give Kevin a chance to flip sides.
Kevin's the
Karen-
only one with a good credit rating. We need him.
My
You're gonna be,
credit is amazing.
Poison money, Kevin? Or are you going to be in
What do you
the
say, Kevin?
money of friendship?
So what's the plan then? Are we really going to bring back a Dairy Queen?
A
The
queen.
The Queen.
I'm going to have to check.
Check your heart.
Screw it.
Kevin.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin,
I want to wait what he says
Kevin,
first.
God save
Yeah,
the
what's I going to say first?
Queen.
Oh.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I am going to have significant court costs of my own.
That scene reminded me of how my brother had a job. My brother did a lot of fast food jobs, but at one point, he was working at I think he was working at McDonald's,
Yeah.
and he fell in love with a girl at the KFC, and it was like a Romeo and Juliet
The
situation.
Montagues and the Capulets.
One of those two jobs I've had.
Do we have
I
to
would
guess?
say McDonald's.
No.
I say KFC.
Guess what my very first job was, besides like babysitting stuff?
Was it KFC?
It was Dairy Queen.
Oh,
Dairy Queen. Was it a good job? Was it fun?
I thought it was fun. I did. I really did. And I really was dedicated to that little twirl.
was it a brazier or was it the full thing?
It was a full thing. I lived in this little town called Swansboro, North Carolina, about 20 minutes from Camp Lejeune, military base out there, Marine Corps base. And it's tiny, 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 tiny town. And they literally built this Dairy Queen, and it really was like this big deal. And they hired every teenager they could find to be the first employees at this little Dairy Queen in Swansboro, North Carolina. And it was a mess. And there was a kid who dropped bacon on I can't make this. Couldn't make that up. He did. He dropped it and put it on. And I was like, oh my God. It was so strange. They were like, anybody who smoked, which was like everyone but me, could take smoke breaks. Then I caught wise and I just started saying, I'm going on a smoke break. And they're like, you can't go on a break. You don't even smoke. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Well, I smoke now, and they couldn't stop me. And Dairy Queen was like, I don't know how I didn't get diabetes from my behavior working at that place. So
How long were you
I've been
there?
thinking about it since you brought up the Dairy Queen, and then you said do the eulogy for Dairy Queen.
I felt
But
it in
KFC and Dairy Queen were one of my first couple of jobs. Brought home lots of buckets of chicken.
Oh, not ice cream.
16.
Brought home a lot of
Surf.
pogs.
It's gross.
I used to work at Hardee's, and I brought one of our promotions was right around the time Apollo 13 came out. So we had Apollo 13 branded pogs
Ah!
Pogs.
that went along with the Apollo burger, which, just so you know, was a Big Mac.
Was it burned?
Oh.
I see how you tried to disappear there for a second, James. Wait, what
I-
were
Oh
your
my
first
God.
Pogs.
jobs? What were your first jobs?
I worked at a hardware store that I could bike to from my house in a small town called Robbinsdale, small suburb. But it's getting a little foodie wise lately, so it's great. But a friend of mine worked there, so I got a job there. And I remember being in charge of like cutting plate glass, which there were no safety recommendations at all. You always came home with like cuts on your hands because you're cutting these big panes. One of the managers there sounded like Kermit the Frog. Absolutely, he did. 100% he did.
So he talks like this. His name was Rocky.
His name was Rocky, and he always came to the hardware store with a briefcase. It
Ah,
was a job with a briefcase. What was in that briefcase? A pencil.
oh, I love it.
So
Just
Rocky
one
was.
pencil.
So Eric, how about you get over to the bins over there and start sorting those screws?
It's like, okay, Rocky. Okay, Rocky.
Yeah.
I was fooled.
I worked at a movie theater. I worked at the Dickinson 8, and I sold concessions. And I started to. They wanted us to suggestive sell things a lot, and so I started to suggestive sell things that were free. So like packets of relish and things like that. And so I really liked when somebody would order like a candy bar, and I would say something like, would you like some relish with that? Maybe like with my candy bar. And sometimes I would just like put the Hershey's bar and then just put relish on, like a little thing of relish on top, and just see what they would do. But my favorite thing was whenever somebody got like real picky about like where I buttered the popcorn, you know, if they got a big tub and then they'd be like, buttered halfway, please.
Mhm.
Then I would do half of the tub of popcorn, and then I'd butter it halfway, and I'd throw in a packet of relish, the rest, just so that they would have like a little relish surprise halfway down.
That is hilarious.
Wild man. You rebel.
Steve Peace was
Wow.
my manager, and he came over and he was like, all right, can we knock it off with the relish?
You're like,
I liked it. I liked
Rebel.
it. It was fun.
Oh.
Could I see a scene between the hardware store manager and the movie theater manager, like commiserating over their youth employees?
Yeah.
Who can do a Kermit voice?
Yeah, well,
How you doing there, Tom?
Huh?
How you doing there, Tom?
Oh, I'm good. It's good to see you, Rocky. Did you already order, or can I grab you a drink?
Oh, a drink would be nice, I guess.
Okay, sure. A tall glass of red wine for my friend Rocky here.
This is going to be a little adventure. I've not had red wine before.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
You just.
I
seemed
thought you were
like-
gonna just like oh,
Here, sir, here's your red wine.
thank you.
Now, have you ever had red wine before?
No, could you tell?
Would you like the sommelier to explain it to you?
Absolutely. What's a sommelier?
All right, I'll go get the sommelier.
Okay.
You wait right here.
They have teachers at this restaurant?
They do. A sommelier is like a wine teacher.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you suggested this place. This is not our normal B-dubs, you know.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted something a bit more classy. I wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to break away from sort of.
Sure. If
I
things
didn't
been
want any
tough.
teenagers to be in the vicinity. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I got you. This is grown-up place.
Yeah. Any battle scars from today's shift?
Oh, battle scars. Oh, this guy, they kept making meth pipes out of the actual pipe. We gotta go into the aisles and stop them.
Oh God.
They assemble them in the stores. Like just buy the pieces, man, and do that at home. But they're like, this goes like this.
That's terrible.
Eh.
Oh my God. Well, you have it much worse than I do.
Sorry, did someone have some questions about the wine?
I've red wine. I've never tasted red wine before, so I heard there were instructions or tips I needed.
Oh yeah, red wine likes to breathe.
So do I. So we got that in common. Am I right, Tom? All living, breathing animals. I'm sorry. What was your name?
My name is Susanna.
Susanna. Lovely.
Susanna the sommelier. Susanna the
I'm
sommelier.
Rocky.
Yeah, I'm Tom. I've had red wine before, but I'm happy to come along for the ride.
Ooh, okay. So it likes to breathe.
It likes to breathe, right? That's why you'll see it's in a larger glass with kind of
Oh, I
an
didn't even
open,
notice the glass size.
open up top. You might want to swirl it to evenly distribute the flavors, and smell it a little bit to see what you notice right away.
Oh, okay. Well, there's alcohol in there. I can tell from a sniff of that. No, cherry? Are there cherries in here?
You might detect a note. A note, yes.
Oh, this is fun. I don't drink. Can I try though? Can I do the snifter thing?
Certainly.
You don't mind, do you, Rocky?
No, not.
Sir, would you like a wine?
Oh no, I don't.
Would you like a wine, sir?
No, I'm just gonna sniff his.
You're gonna sniff his wine.
I'm fine with it.
All right. If you two are totally okay with it, then all right then.
Can we get some waters?
I will take a water. Susanna,
I'm sorry, what?
Could we get some waters? I don't know if I'm gonna like this when I drink it.
Some
So I
water.
wanna-
Okay.
I wanna be
will
able
get
to
you.
dilute it.
I'll bring you the water, and I'll bring you the aqua layer. She will tell you all about it.
Ooh.
aqua layer.
Oh, I heard aqua bear.
Oh, right.
I was more
I'm gonna
excited
ask
about it.
Susanna if I was supposed to be smelling licorice because I'm smelling licorice. Did you get licorice?
I got red wine.
Can I tell you something, Rocky?
Yeah.
I feel like today of all days is the right day for me to have a sniff of wine because I'm leaving my job.
Oh, congratulations.
I put in my 2-week notice.
Was it the relish?
Well, it's been a lot of things. The relish is driving me nuts. I can't stand the way that that some of the kids think it's funny to sing their own music over the credits when they're cleaning the theaters. I thought that I was getting a job in cinema, and this is not that.
Oh,
So
no,
guess
no,
what?
it's not. We're
I
in
am
Smart.
I am moving to Hollywood.
Mm.
To do what?
To work in cinema, to work in film, to pursue my dream.
To sweep in Hollywood? You're gonna manage teenagers in Hollywood? Just a different place with a different.
I,
Here's your water, sir.
Thank
Oh,
you.
The expert will be out shortly. Please don't drink anything until the expert assesses your palate.
Oh, sure. Tom, I
Seems
gotta
a-
say, I was expecting a bit more. Rocky, I gotta say, I was expecting a bit more enthusiasm or support.
Well,
or
you're a good friend. I don't want to lose a friend over like a change in scenery. Like what has Hollywood got that Bismarck doesn't?
The entire film industry.
Yeah, but do you think you'd get films faster or something just because you buy the studio?
No, I'm not going to get films. I'm going to be involved.
Shush, Tom. We got some water.
That's great. You have water now. What I want you to do, and I'm your your expert sommelier. Well, it's a little redundant, but you get it. I want you now. First, I would like you to look me in my eyes.
Hmm.
And don't break eye contact. In fact, there's no blinking whatsoever.
Which one of us?
The both of you.
We're both drinking water, Tom.
Look me in my eyes. I can look at both of you at the same time. It takes a lot of practice, but I am an expert. I'll tell you now, both stick out your tongues. Now, first, what I need you to do is you take your water and just run it just across the top of your tongues. Please. Yes,
Like a pour? Like a pour? All
just
right.
pour it right across there. Now, what do you taste?
It's kind of like air.
Like air. That's excellent interpretation. And you?
I'm getting a note of water.
Note of water. That's very specific, and I'll take it. Now, I've set a little something special aside from you. Now, you've each your own bottles here. Just take your bottles, each. Now, this is very new age, but I want you to just put your mouths to the bottle.
Don't drink?
Put your mouths to the bottle. I've given no further instruction other than putting your mouths to the... Now, to stick your tongue in the bottle.
Mhm.
Very good. Now, turn the bottle upside down with your tongues in the bottle. And without removing the bottles, tell me now, what are you reading?
Powder?
Also, don't break eye contact with me. I'm sorry, I wasn't specific.
Powder?
Chocolate and cinnamon. Excellent, excellent. Now, gentlemen, yes, thank you. Take the bottles down. I want you to take that experience. I want you to sit with it. And say again, Sarah. Oh, I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves until I return. Thank you.
Thank you. I didn't like that experience at all.
Well, sometimes it's important to try something new.
I know, but like, are you really gonna enjoy Hollywood?
I
Like,
don't
what-
know. It's okay to try something, not knowing what the outcome will be.
Right, but it seems like your whole idea is to get away from teenagers. And I tell you what, they got a lot of teenagers in Hollywood.
Well, sometimes what kicks you out isn't necessarily what you're running towards. I mean, I'm sick of the teenagers, but it's just made me think about how much I want something different. And no, I don't know if I'm going to like Hollywood, but can I at least try it?
Yeah, no, I'm not your mom. I'm just gonna miss you, man.
Oh,
And I think it's a mistake, but also I'm gonna miss you.
well, the first thing is nice. The second thing is kind of an asshole thing to say.
Well, I mean, I still live with my parents, right?
Yes.
It's working out okay. I
Well,
don't think I need anything different. I got a hardware store job.
But Rocky, you've never aspired to anything different. And so it's fine that you're doing what you want to with your life. I'm just saying that I'm not.
Did I tell you?
Oh, gentlemen, pardon my interruption.
All right.
How was that for you?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like that.
No. I like water in general, but the experience of
Okay. Well, I may have a little something to bring this up for you. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to grab the nearest object to you. Yes.
kind of wine cork.
Oh, yes, very good that you are prepared.
Mhm.
It took me by surprise.
Right.
Yes, I love
Apple in my pocket.
apple. I have food often in my pocket in case my low blood sugar. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to take those objects and I just want you to put them just here above your lip and between your nostrils. Yes, yes. And I have these 2 new bottles here for you. If I could just pass those to you each. Now, in this particular tasting, I would like for you to do as you please with the bottles. That'll really bring out something new and different for you. And again, this is all very interpretive, and this is a new age thing we're working on here. And say again.
Honest
Sarah.
reactions. We're looking for honest
I'm sorry, I'll get to know
reactions.
when I return.
And then right after that, sip the wine. Just Just a little sip.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it. Mm.
Oh. Maybe there's other hardware stores out there.
Yeah.
He's like waiting for someone to say that I don't work there.
What's like the snobbiest experience, like the most luxury experience you've had?
Well, I
Like,
was thinking, like this, and when you say snobbiest and most luxurious, they're a little different. So
Well,
snobbiest.
yeah, like the one I was thinking of is I went to a spa where they like first they cover you in mud and then they put Mylar on and then they rinse that off and they spray you with something like a million steps of like and then they rub your hands and then they put like rocks on your back and it took a couple hours.
Jeez.
And
Was it
smelled
comfortable? Or,
amazing.
okay. Was it a good
wasn't
experience?
uncomfortable.
Okay.
It was pleasant, but it wasn't like mind blowing. But
Sure.
the woman's voice was like, that's what made me think of it, Alexis, because she was completely like, you're gonna experience your pores opening up, and it was like,
Like, why are
Nah.
you whispering at me? Stop.
not really.
I think I first thought of a spa, a resort kind of state, this golf resort in Savannah, Georgia, and there was mud. There was mud bath. My partner and I, we did a mud thingy, and that was cool. But then you were talking, and I was like, oh, I wouldn't call it luxurious or snobby, but my older sister got me a voucher or whatever to go to a float spa, right? Where there's a water. Yeah, no, it's like a sensory deprivation, like 1,000%. You're essentially in a dark, like lightless tank, and it's like this saline kind of like this water, salt
Oh.
water, and you're floating, and the temperature is like body temp, and like you're supposed to like not feel anything or whatever, and I get in there, and it's basically like a coffin, and like you really have to like really like, go a lot, you really do. And I was like, I'm not doing this. This is weird. And they kind of talk to you, and they're like, we're here if you need anything, communicate. And it's like a weird sensation because you float. You don't expect your body to, so it takes a lot of like energy to just let your body be, and it's like really vulnerable. And I was like, this is garbage. This is not going to work. And I was out. I like bombed so hard, and it was just initial visit. It was like only 30 minutes, and it when it went like that, I was having a lot of like sleep problems and things like that, and I was like knocked out instantly, and it was like a weird thing to fall asleep in the water. Luxurious, I don't know, but like it's and sensory deprivation. You can't hear anything, you can't see anything. You feel like you're falling. Like initially, you're just kind of twitching, and then it's like you're done if you can allow yourself to relax. And as I talk about it, I'm like, oh my God, I need that experience again right now. Now that I have.
always wanted to do it, but I never did because I thought it might be claustrophobic. Like I thought it might make you feel.
I was, yeah, I am. I generally am like that, but I was like, I just was like, trust it, because you can kind of see, there's like, here's the door, here's this. You can stand in the water, like you're totally fine, like nothing's locked, and we're right here talking to you. What kind of music do you want? And I kind of allowed myself. I was like, that was like 10 years ago, and I should try that again now that I have some more awareness and stuff. I don't know.
That sounds scary to me. I feel like I would like every sort of like escape hatch in my neurotic brain would be trying to find a way out of it immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have one of those bells like in Victorian times, where where they would like, we're pretty sure this person is dead, but we're not sure, so we're gonna put a little string to a bell, in their
Exactly.
coffin so they
Coffin,
can
yeah.
ring it in case they
This
fall
is a
asleep.
real thing you're
Oh
saying?
yeah,
Yeah,
coffin
yeah,
bells.
yeah.
Absolutely. I don't know if it was Victorian times, but there was a time where there was some sort of sleeping sickness that made it seem like the body was dead.
Good heavens above, that's awful.
hmm
That is horrible to think about.
So imagine going
Just
through
thinking
a cemetery and hearing a little bell going off. Like
Yeah.
you got to tell somebody.
Yeah.
It's there's one of those bell people in the graveyard.
Oh,
Thanks.
we should
Can
tell
we say
somebody.
what scene we don't want to see?
You don't want to see the Bell Cemetery scene?
I just don't want to be any part of it.
Okay, but if you were buried alive, what sound would you want to alert people to the fact that you're actually alive?
That's an
Because
interesting.
I was thinking I would want like one of those Model T horns, like, oh, yeah. Uh-oh, she's not dead. Oh, yeah.
I guess I would want one of those sirens that like dub DJs use to sort of like punctuate their every move. So it's like, wow, 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 just something to make it really clear. Like you cannot pirate this mix. That's my sound.
I think I would want like a really popular Nickelback song, so people would need to find out where it is to stop it.
So the same kind of
That's
thing.
I think that guarantees me that's the highest chance of survival there.
Yeah.
Good point.
Well, I love hearing that is actually like I mean, I know we all know this, but like that's actually a strategy that folks will use when they're trying to sort of get people to surrender or to leave a place that they're not supposed to be or whatever, is to play a very unpleasant song a lot of times in a row. Like one time I was at a barbecue at a friend's house, and they were telling me about like how frustrating their neighbors were and how inconsiderate their neighbors were in terms of making noises at all sorts of hours. And so they had a big speaker, and I have a lot of really like strange music, like music that I enjoy, but I would not usually subject anybody else to, like just very strange contemporary classical music, or like really out there jazz, or like I have, more than one Yoko Ono album. And so I was like, let me put together a quick playlist for your neighbors. And so we just played, that was our barbecue music for like,
Wow.
Nels, will you do a scene with me? I got an idea. For a scene.
All right.
Bro. Hey,
Yo, what's up?
I need to ask your advice on something. I think I'm big into experimental jazz now, bro.
Oh man,
My neighbors
so
were
glad
having
that
a
you feel-
BBQ. What's that, bro?
were you feeling it?
Yeah, my neighbors were having a BBQ, and it was like,
Hey man, first of all, I want to say
right?
thank you for having the courage to tell me, man.
Yeah.
Not many people are into that, and it's not. I'm going to tell you right now, your standing is going to go down amongst the brothers, but I'm here for you.
Are you sure you're not going to turn your back?
I'm not going to turn my back on you. No way.
But you're
Not
the
after
most-
that sweet ass weekend we had down in Red Wing.
It was a
Remember that sweet ass
weekend.
weekend we had in Red Wing? It was a sweet week.
hey Cody, hey Nick, what's going on? Anybody else here yet?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Not much. Just kind of recovering from last night.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
What?
Fork, were you listening to that music that they were playing from next door last night?
That was music?
Yeah, man.
It sounded like somebody was throwing a saxophone through a wind tunnel.
No, man,
I don't know about that.
I shazammed it, dude, and then I did a playlist, and now I'm way into free jazz.
Free jazz? Well, like jazz that you don't pay for? Yeah. Nobody? All right.
Well,
Man, this is an opportunity to support one of our brothers, man.
Oh, I'm not trying to be unsupportive. Okay, well, describe the sensation it gives you.
At first I felt like a bird, like a bird that had been left behind when the other birds flew south.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And then I felt like a feather on that bird that had fallen. and been mixed up among the leaves. Then I heard
Oh
like
shit,
a
I know this
mouse.
song.
Yeah, I felt like a mouse underground. And then I remembered that an owl can hear you if you're a mouse underground. And I
So you
felt
got to
like-
be quiet.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I've had that feeling before. There's a song that evoked that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What's up, everybody? Gromit's here.
Hey, Grom.
What's up, Gromit?
Good to
What's
see
up, Grum Grum?
you. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's happening with you this morning?
Just toasted again, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
We not to harsh your vibe or whatever,
Sure.
but we were just hearing about a pretty revelatory music listening experience that our brother has had.
Is this
Are
about
you in on
Radiohead
that?
again?
What?
Is this about Radiohead again, Keith?
No, man.
Carl? Keith?
I don't think I had a name. But no, it's not about Radiohead.
Okay.
Not everything's about Radiohead, man.
I know.
Not
I was getting
everything's about
frustrated by all the
Radiohead.
Radiohead talk. I was I'm gonna leave this group if someone mentions Radiohead or their odd syncopations once more.
No, man.
It's not about Radiohead, man.
It's not about that at all.
All right. What's it about?
About free jazz.
So, can I ask a question?
You know how I feel about odd syncopation.
Oh man, just get off it for a second. Jesus. We know that your entire family died because of odd syncopation,
They
but you got to move
clapped
on
the
at some
wrong beat.
point.
And they knew who was not to be trusted, and they were murdered.
I know,
They
man.
went
but
to the
that
wrong
hap-
church at the
that-
wrong time.
It happened in the
It feels
past.
like we
God.
might
Forever,
have a
man.
difficult time winning over Gromit considering the circumstances. But if you'd be willing to make me a mixtape, I'd be up for listening to that.
Liz, you can do what you want. Just know I got some issues, and I don't want to be around it. Cool.
Yeah, cool.
I'm glad you had an experience.
I do like that in that scene that the bros diverged from stereotype before it was even established. It was nice to see that I'm wrong about that kind of a guy.
Yeah, that kind of guy loves all kinds of things.
Yeah. It's probably true, you know. Like, I mean, there's got to be music majors who are in fraternities. And those music majors are into Albert Ayers and into Ornette Coleman.
Yeah, sorry I didn't know any free jazz names to say.
That's okay. It made it more fun that you didn't. Because I would have gotten instantly sort of like, whoop.
Oh, sure.
So I was really happy that we were talking more about birds and feathers and stuff. I do
James,
like
you're a
it.
music guy.
What's it? Yeah. Well, so are you.
What's one of your shameful, no shame secret or whatever, a song or a group that you maybe
Like
you're
a
a little
guilty-
embarrassed about?
Like a guilty pleasure type thing.
Guilty pleasure. Thank you. I know I couldn't.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess, like when I used to really feel that way about stuff that I liked when I was in high school. You know, when I got to college, I was like, I need to pretend that I never liked any of that stuff. But the older I've gotten, the less ashamed I've gotten of anything that feels good to listen to. But I suppose, like, I still really like that one Counting Crows album a whole lot. And it's objectively like his voice is annoying, and there are times when he's just doing a Van Morrison impression, and then there are times when it's almost feels like he's just like crying over top of like folk pop music, and that's not a great look, but I still really like it. so maybe that.
That's fair. Fine.
Yeah,
Tragic Kingdom, no doubt.
Tragic
Right.
Kingdom.
No doubt. Yeah.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of,
I don't even think that's a guilty pleasure. I think that's pretty like there's some cool thing. There are definitely redeeming things about it.
Okay, thank you for that.
I don't know. I've heard otherwise and experienced otherwise. So I just kind of to myself, every once in a while, I let it be seen. But I think about that a lot. That's a guilty, like, oh, I still have that still right there in my little heart.
Yeah.
I think mine might be PM Dawn.
Why are you ashamed of PM Dawn? They're righteous.
Ah!
They're
Well, thank
super
you for being the only person ever to
No,
not
those
make fun of
dudes
me
are
immediately.
super righteous. I remember back when I first found out about them, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. This is the kind of rap music that seems like it's made for
James, you're gonna
sensitive
kill me
men.
for this. James, you're gonna kill me for this, but like I was into PM Dawn and I was listening to one of their songs and I was like, hold up, this song is way better than all the others. They fucking nailed it on this. I don't know what it was. It was Norwegian Wood. I had never heard the original. I wasn't a Beatles fan, but I was like, PM Dawn's, they're great, but like they fucking nailed it with Norwegian Wood. I don't know how they wrote that.
That's great. That's great. No, I thought they were super vibey and cool, and I was sort of like, "Whoa, there's a place in hip hop for everyone."
Yeah.
And they used to play them a fair amount on BET before. I would always watch BET to watch Caribbean Rhythms because I had a massive crush on the host of Caribbean Rhythms, huge crush. And I just wanted to hear her. I know it's not my accent to do, but just to hear her go Caribbean Rhythms, I'd be like, go on a date with me.
Yay.
I think Everclear's second album is really good.
Their second album. Yeah. Tell me
Right?
what distinguishes
I
it
know
from
a lot of
first.
people who are
I know
Or
what
Alex
distinguishes
August
them against everything. No, all the other albums are kind of crappy, but he like put his whole heart. Like first album was getting their feet, second album was like all their hits and all their ish. Like he told his whole life story, and then after that is like, I got nothing. I got no other stories, but I'll keep making songs about my dad. I was like, ooh, okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
I'm such I don't know who people are talking about.
Me
Like-
neither.
I just never, I never know. I'm like, if I hear something, I'm like, oh, I enjoy that. I could never tell you who it was, where it came from. I just never, I've never been that person. Someone recently was like, oh, tell me like a song that someone likes. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Oh no, but what song were they like? Just the first one, I was like, I literally don't know. And they're like,
What's their
okay, first thing off the top of your head. And I was like, oh my God. I have the slightest clue. It's never gonna happen. And and I always get a little FOMO, like a little jealous of that. And I'm like, I should have been doing more, or just it didn't retain. I don't know. Like my brother and I used to write down lyrics to songs, and I could think of like MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice, and we would like do the high speed dubbing and the pausing and the things, and like we would try and like copy the lyrics down and do all this stuff, but I don't know, just some stuff, unless somebody says it and it's like really specific, and I realize that it's just like a lot of like poppy BS from the 90s that locks in, or music that my older siblings listen to. Like I have a big family and I'm at the bottom, and so a lot of stuff like I think, oh well, yeah, I was really into like Seal and Sade and stuff when I was like 8, you know.
Yeah.
A little 8-year-old smooth operator.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder or stuff like that. Like I just
That is one of my favorite things.
operator. Yeah.
One of my favorite things about like the period from like 1989 to 1993 is that there was a lot of very popular adult music. Like it was so if it wasn't Seal or Sade, it was Mark Cohn or Don Henley. It was like all guys my age singing about very adult themes, and that was what was playing at the swimming pool.
into it. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
But I was accused by a girlfriend in college that I listened to music like some people collect baseball cards, and I was deeply hurt.
That's amazing though. I collected like basketball and baseball cards and stuff as a kid, and I kind of wish I was like cataloging music. I feel like that would have served me way
I was always kind of jealous of the kids who were like cataloging music and like would just buy an album.
Yeah.
Like you bought the whole album. You know, there's only one song on there that we listen to, but they buy the whole album because they listen to it all.
We had to buy the whole
It's
album.
true. We didn't have a choice.
Unless you bought a cassette that had.
No, but like back in the day,
That's
like
the
you'd buy,
singles.
I'd buy a cassette or I'd buy a CD and be like, here's that one song I like, and then
Yeah.
wouldn't listen to anything else, you know?
Yeah. Like, oh wait, you make more songs? What?
Yeah. It took a while for me to realize Stone Temple Pilots had 8 other songs on their CD.
I was visiting my aunt and uncle in New York when I was like 13, 12 or 13. And a Wham cassette got stuck in
Yeah.
the cassette player of their van.
No, it
So
didn't.
everywhere, and there was no way to stop it.
Mm.
You
That's
couldn't
so
turn it
great.
off. It was just on.
Oh my gosh, who was it? My best
It's-
friend who got stuck in her cassette. It's me, baby, come home now. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad. I can't.
Oh, Mandy.
No, quite. Kathy. It's me, Kathy. It's cold out. Oh my gosh, I'm googling it.
It's me, Kathy.
I'm gonna.
I was
Oh,
thinking
that's
Mandy too.
Kate
I don't
Bush.
think James is going to be able to sleep tonight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about. Oh, yes. From Wuthering Heights. That's so good.
Kate Bush.
And it just played and played and wouldn't stop playing.
Huh?
How long were you stuck in the vehicle?
Like, I think the trip was 2 weeks, and now what I like about it is I do have some deep cuts of Wham
Yeah.
because songs that you learn at that age just stay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's
I
a
think-
couple, yeah, in there
Memory
still.
senses.
I think I have the whole Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack right up in here.
The whole I know the
Bobby
Bobby
Brown.
Brown song, but and the Jackie Wilson song, obviously.
Mhm.
But those are the only ones I know.
I love it.
I think it's all identity assembly, you know? Like I feel like even if you're not like like the reason why I remember a bunch of song titles is because at some point I was like, I'm gonna be the guy who knows the song titles.
Right.
Like that's what people will know me for. And I was like, that'll be a cool thing to be known for, you know, and then other people made different decisions about how people would know them.
Yeah.
I'm the girl who gets drunk and falls asleep in the coat pile.
Yeah, that's your
Ah.
look then.
Was the kid a squirrel?
Have you ever slept in a closet? It's great.
So
Like as a
great.
kid, like there's the coat closet, and then so many of the coats fall on the ground. So there's just this big soft pile in this nice contained dark space. It's so nice.
That
And
does
my
sound nice.
brothers and I cut a hole through the wall of our closet so that we could talk to each other through the closet.
That's
and we
great.
got
How
in
did you cut
trouble.
it?
We got in trouble. Can you imagine? I think
yeah.
we just punched through.
I'd
It was like
like to see Jill like out of anger. Like I must talk to my brother.
Tight.
brother.
All right, let's see a scene then where two people are talking to each other through a hole in the wall.
Hey. Oh, hello. Hello. Anyone on
Am
the
I
other
there?
side of the wall? What?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
So TGIF, right?
oh man, I wish. I mean, it's Friday, but I'm
jail's
not in
hard.
the mood for. Yeah, I know it sucks. It's like TGI the day I get out of jail.
Right. But that's not
Every
gonna
other
be for
TGI
another,
before that is just worthless.
like 20 years.
Hey, what are you guys doing down there?
20 years for you?
Hey, what are you guys doing down there?
Hey, hey. Well, we're just talking about how long it's been.
What are you doing?
I'm looking through the hole at you.
Oh, I'm looking through the hole at you.
Guys, I can't find my hole.
Hey,
I just got to listen to you. I can't find
That's
my
all right,
hole.
man. That's all right. I'm just saying it's a long time in the prison. Like, but
You know, I'm starting to wish like I hadn't done the things that I did to get here.
yeah, but guess what? The friends we've made is pretty awesome.
That's legit.
I would not have met-
just
Yeah.
I need your help on something.
What's that?
Who sings this song? It goes like, "Hey Katie, hey Katie,
Got
I forgot." Do you know that song? Who sings that song? Hey Katie, hey there,
Katie,
Delilah.
Hey,
Well, that's
Katie.
the white
Katie.
cheese, right?
I forgot. Do you know that song?
No, man.
Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Probably.
I always got Bachman Turner Overdrive mixed up with
Emerson Lake and Palmer.
versus what's the other one that people abbreviate?
BTS.
ELO.
What?
I was thinking it's probably ELO.
ELO. That's right.
ELO, Electric Light Orchestra.
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah, yeah,
mhm,
yeah. I'm
mhm,
like,
yeah,
you like
not
ELO?
BTS.
yeah.
I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
That's such a weird thing to like. But I think I was always thinking BTS.
Thanks, Tim.
Can
Thanks,
I
Tim.
ask a favor?
What's up, Tim?
Thanks,
I was just
Tim.
wondering if you all could not sing anything. Every time you sing something, it gets stuck in my head, and there's nothing here to get it out.
What if we sang a song you like, Tim?
Yeah, what song do you like?
We can sing that for you.
I like a lot of opera.
Oh,
What else do you like?
Right?
1-800 Cars for Kids.
No, please. Now that's stuck in my head.
Okay, we got to help Tim out here with something he really likes. We make up an opera, you
Nessun
guys.
dorma,
Yes.
Nessun dorma. I don't know more of Nessun dorma. Sorry, dude.
No, that's enough. Thank you.
All right.
1-800 Cars for Kids.
No!
1-800.
Someone's getting shanked tomorrow. I swear to God, Telly.
Nessun
Swear to God, Telly.
dorma.
I believed in you.
I don't like Telly, you guys.
Telly doesn't like you.
Hey, this is a private whole conversation, Telly.
Oh,
Hey,
Didn't hear
sorry
it.
about your hole, dude. I'm sorry you can't find your hole.
Oh, it's just one of the many things that suck about being in prison. Like I had a hole 5 minutes ago. I don't know where it is now.
Well, you don't really like. The thing about prison is you got to let go, right? Like, is your hole yours? No, it's the universe's hole. You're just borrowing it.
And is it the hole that defines who I am?
No, you're
No,
more than
it's
your
not.
hole. Yeah.
And this prison doesn't define who I am.
That's right.
The songs that get stuck in my head don't define who I am.
No.
I define who I am.
Hell yes.
Yay! Everybody, that was a little show X. Just a little. Just a little. Not a lot. Just a small. You gotta have your tube. Gotta prep your tube. Just a little show X.
Was there a tube I was supposed to bring? Because everybody else seemed to have tubes.
Don't have
It
a
was
tube.
BYOT.
Don't you spill things on your computer? You got to have a tube.
Oh, hold on.
Well, thanks so much.
There you go.
for
That's
joining-
what I was
Hey,
using.
you had a tube.
Found your tube.
It was
You
provided
had
to
a
me at the
tube
last
all
minute.
along.
Oh.
I'll be tube ready next time.
Tube
For
ready.
the audience members, Nels will be tube ready. And twice
Well,
shy.
Thanks for joining us.